Today's lesson is Chapter 9, Lesson 3, which can be found on pages 625 through 630. Our objective is I can subtract fractions with like denominators. Question 1. When subtracting fractions with like denominators, the blank stays the same. Question 2. The answer is in simplest form or lowest terms when the only factor the numerator and denominator have in common is blank.
We're asked to subtract and simplify the answer, and we have 8/18 minus 5/18. So subtracting fractions is very similar to adding fractions. If we have the same denominator, the denominator in the difference is going to be the same as the denominators in the two numbers that we're subtracting. So it's going to be 18, and our numerator is going to be the difference between the numerators. So in this case, it is 8 minus 5. And this will be equal to 3 over 18, which is the answer, but it's not completely simplified because both 3 and 18 are divisible by 3. So let's divide them both by 3. So you divide 3 by 3, you divide 18 by 3, and you get 3 divided by 3 is 1. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So you get 1/6. And just to see this visually, let me draw 18 parts. So let me draw 18 parts here. So it might be a little bit of a messy drawing. Try the best I can. So let me draw 6 in this direction. So that is 3 right there. Then we have another 3. So that's 6 parts. And then let me split this into 3 columns. So there we go. We have 18 parts. Now 8 over 18. 8 over 18 is equal to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 over 18. And now we want to subtract 5 of the 18ths. So we subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what do we have left over? Well, we have 3 of the 18ths left over. So you have that right there. You have 3 of the 18ths left over. Now, if you turn 3 of the 18ths into one piece, how many of those bigger pieces do you have? This is one of those big pieces. And where are the other ones? Well, this is another big piece right here. This is another big piece right here. Another one, and another one. If you had 18 pieces and you merged 3 of the pieces into one, then you actually end up with only 6 pieces. You end up with 6 pieces. Hopefully you see that each row is one of the pieces now, and the blue is exactly one of the 6. So 3 over 18 is the same as 1 over 6.
Alright, so let's look at this in our book. I am on page 625. So remember, we're subtracting fractions that have like denominators. So in this example, they said 7/10 of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, and it covers about 3/10 of Earth's surface. So how much of Earth's surface is covered by oceans other than the Pacific? So we know from that word problem that we are going to subtract the Pacific Ocean's fraction from the fraction of oceans. So 7/10 minus 3/10 is our problem. So one way to do it is like in that video when you use models. So you can draw out 10/10. So here's 1/10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10/10. And then you can shade in 7. So they already shaded in 7 1/10 pieces. And then they X'd off 3 1/10 pieces. So when you take away those 3 1/10 pieces, the parts left shaded are 1, 2, 3, 4/10. So we have 4/10 tiles left, which we could simplify because we know 4 and 10 are not fully simplified. We want to get them down to having just a factor of 1. So if we could divide 4 by 2 and 10 by 2, and we get 2/5. Because then the only thing we can divide 2 and 5 by, the only factor that goes into them is 1. So that's how we know it's simplified. The other way to do it is just to keep the denominator and subtract the numerators. So you just place it like this, 7 minus 3 over 10, and we get 4/10. And then again, you have to write it in simplest form, so you have to bring it down to that 2/5. All right, take a look back at these two questions and answer them in the form, please.